Hello Stoke fans and welcome to Stoke Fan TV. It's Friday night, now on TV, so you listen to Max and Sam waffle on about Stoke City Football Club. Well, we're not going to be doing a huge amount of waffling tonight because Sam and the legend it is, Alan May, got some cracking interviews from the Bristol game the other day, didn't you?
Yes, it was a great day all round, to be fair. You'll see in the interviews, it was a brilliant day.
And they've managed to get the likes of the British middleweight champion. He's had a little bit to say about the season. They've got Pottermous, who's had his say. That's an entertaining one as well. They've got some fans all the way over from South Korea,
haven't
they? To give their views on Bae-Jun Ho becoming a player of the season and all that jazz. You've even managed to get Mario and his friends on there, haven't you? Mario?
Super Mario and his mates from Bristol.
Yeah, okay, so it's really good. There's some cracking interviews on there. So we're not going to waffle on a lot, apart from, Sam, final thoughts now the season is over.
An awful season that has now got some positivity to go into next season with. Hopefully next season will be better. Next
season is going to be better. Now, we know what you're thinking, it's the end of the season, where are you going to get your Stoke fix? Well, fear not, Stoke fans. Every Friday at the new earlier time of 7:30 p.m, Stoke Fan TV will be dropping some Stoke City content of some sort, whether we're talking about transfers coming in, or people going out, or what's going to happen next season. We're also going to be doing maybe some little mini documentaries and stuff.
Yeah, we've got a special one coming up next week, haven't we, Max?
We've got a very special one. You just tell us a little bit more about that, Sam.
Yeah, so on Saturday next week, we'll be going to Leek Town Football Club to attend the Lewis McFarlane Memorial Charity Game, featuring a few Stoke legends.
I might even take my boots with me, and I've got the goal behind me, so I'm warming up today. So that'll be me, and yeah, we'll see how we get on there. But looking forward to bringing that to you. That'll be the next show, hopefully. That'll be on the next show, so stay tuned for that. Right, without further ado, shall we get into what all the Stoke fans had to say at the Bristol game when yourself and Alan went to interview them? Some cracking interviews coming up. Make sure you watch all of them, because they're all pretty mint.
Hi guys, Al here. I've just arrived at Sam's, standing in for Max today. He's on his jollies somewhere, spending money and having a good time with his family. Me and Sam, we're off to the Bet365 to watch Stoke beat Bristol City.
Yeah, go on, Stoke.
Here we are with Nathan Heaney at the Bet365 Stoke Fan TV. How are you doing, Nate?
Yeah, very good, Alan. Very good, mate.
You've had a brilliant season.
Yeah, I've been okay. Even the lads pulled out right at the end. It's good going into the last day, because I would not want to be on 50 points today. Particularly, obviously, with Birmingham stuff. Anyone can go down to in that bottom portion. So yeah.
Have you got a prediction for the score today, Nate?
Yeah, I'm not too fussed really. As long as the lads play well and enjoy it, because like you say, they kept us safe. That's the most important thing. They can build on it next season.
Yeah, what would you like to see in the summer happen at Stoke City?
Just Schumacher make some signings that he can. Obviously, because we've got some great players, Berger, Jono, and a number of others. And if he can just build around them, it'd be good. It'd be good to have consistency anyway.
Do you think Jono deserves the Player of the Season award?
Him or Berger. There's been a number of players that have been good, but Jono's been great. But Berger's been great as well. So yeah, Jono does deserve it, but Berger would have deserved it as well.
Yeah, we're all hoping we'll have a better season next year.
Yeah, well, I think we've voted for the last 6 seasons, whatever it is.
Talking about yourself with the boxing, is it on the cards for the boxing at the stadium?
Well, I put a post out recently just saying about, obviously, if it happens, it'll be in 2025. Right. So I've just got to keep.
So we've got another 12 months if it is going to happen.
Yeah. So just got to stay undefeated, keep winning, keep going through the rankings and doing what I can.
Thanks so much, everyone.
Cheers, guys.
British champion. Here we are again at the Bet365, just in the car park with a couple of chaps from South Korea.
Yes.
And what's your name, sir?
Kang. Yeah.
Kang?
Yes.
And you?
Juno.
Juno?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, same name actually.
Same
yeah.
name?
Yes, same first name, yeah.
Bae-Jun?
No, yeah.
So obviously you're here as a Juno fan?
Yes, right, yeah.
Yeah? What do you like about him? What are his qualities?
He's always the good performance from the Daejeon as well. But it's in Stoke City, after that, he's every play is the good performance.
People in Korea, have they welcomed him playing for Stoke City? Do they now become Stoke City supporters in Korea?
Yes, right, yeah. Yes, right, yeah.
A lot bigger than before?
Actually, not much. Yet. But yeah, because he's a very young player now.
He is.
But I think it's more like
20 years old?
Yes, I think so, yeah. Yes, right.
I mean, recently this week he's been voted as Stoke City's Player of the Season. Did you know that?
Yes, I know, yeah. Yesterday night, yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, having a South Korean as our Player of the Season?
It's, very, very congratulated to Bear. And then, already many press, they have the news for the best player of the season.
Yeah.
And then yes, I know many fans very like interested about his today's game as well. Yeah.
Apart from Junho, who else do you like in the English leagues? Maybe is it Son? Were you a fan of Son, who plays for Tottenham as well?
Yes, right. Yeah. So he's the best player, I think. Yeah, in Korea.
Do you think in a couple of years Junho might play for Tottenham?
I don't know. Yeah, but yeah.
Do you think he's
hopefully?
Good enough? Do you think he's good enough to play in the Premier League?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do you think he's too good for this championship?
I think for the player, is the championship is better.
Yeah.
For the more like she have to.
And more chance of getting a regular game.
Yes, right. Yeah,
smaller
regular game.
squads,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, right. Yeah.
And looking at him now, say compared to a few months back, he sort of beefed himself up. He's obviously been working out in the gymnasium.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he looks different to when he was playing like for the Korean national side? Do you think he's sort of filled out, a bit stockier, a bit more fitter maybe?
I think it's better for more like physically
Yeah.
in the in championship, because the championship is a very harsh like league. So I think it's maybe next season more better than
So
this
what are
season,
the chances of you making a South Korean Junho Stoke City supporters club?
Hope today, yeah.
After today, have you been before to the stadium?
Yeah, it's the second time, yeah.
Second time.
Yes, right.
Did you come when we won last time, or did we lose?
Maybe a win, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you're a good luck charm.
Yes,
How
right.
are you, eh?
I'm all right, mate. Thank you.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, very
That's
good.
to
Very
hear.
good.
Nice one. Today's result, what are you predicting?
I'm going to be optimistic and go 4-0.
4-0?
It's got to be
Hey.
4-0 because Shuey's 40 this
Oh,
week.
right, yeah.
So I've gone 4-0.
I like that. What do you reckon is going to happen in the summer at Stoke? Are we going to make a few changes? Are we letting a few people go? Who would you like to see brought in, perhaps?
I'm not too sure I'd like to see brought in. I think a lot of the players are just coming into form, and I think he's really getting the best out of them. So,
Do you think our season was at fault mainly through Neil? Do you think his tactics weren't strong enough?
possibly so.
I mean, some of the stuff I heard down at the training ground was ridiculous. They were playing pool and darts, sitting around relaxing rather than running around the pitch and getting fit.
Yeah, possibly so. I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, obviously Shuey looks like he's got them all firing now. I'm really optimistic for next season. I
You
think
like
it's going
Schumacher as manager?
Oh,
Me
fantastic.
too.
Absolutely fantastic. Get on with him, brilliant. Breath of fresh air, and onwards and upwards as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, brilliant. Are you coming down next season?
Well, I'll be working.
Yeah, as
so
ever.
always working, mate. Love the club, love the job I've got.
Brilliant.
Looking forward to it. Really optimistic.
Oh, this is Ted McCoy, loyal to the core, Stoke City. What do you think the result's going to be today, Ted?
1-0 clean sheet.
1-0 clean sheet. Who's
Yep.
going to bag that?
I would think Tyrese to score.
Tyrese. We'd
Again-
like to see
again-
Tyrese score. And I'd
again.
like to see him stay. Would you like to see him stay at the club? Do you think he will?
I'd like to see him stay. I think in the last few weeks he's really, put on a show.
Well, it'd be nice to get
Yeah.
three wins on the bounce, Ted, wouldn't it?
I think we will get 3 wins on
Yeah.
the bounce. But going back to Tyrese, I think, as I say, last few weeks he's really put the effort in. If he plays with someone else up front, it makes life a little bit easier for the one forward. If you've got
Yeah.
two forwards working together, and I think,
What's your desired sort of formation on the park, Ted? What do you like? I'm a 4-4-2 man.
Well,
Or 4-2-4.
Exactly. You play one goalkeeper, you play two full-backs, one right-back, one left-back, two centre-backs, two men in midfield, being Berger and probably Josh Laurent, two wide men and two forwards. You've got to go out to score goals. If you score the first goal, then they've got to score two for you to lose.
Everyone, Cockney Ted, the legend. I don't think he's missed a handful of games since 69, Ted?
Well,
How many have you missed? Since
12
1970?
games in 52 years.
12 games in 50 years. A proper supporter on Stoke Fan TV, Ted McCoy.
That's
Thanks,
why I
Ted.
look so great.
Brilliant. We're outside the club shop with a Pottermous. How are you, Moose? Yeah. Just nod. Are we going to win today? More than 2 goals? 3? Amazing. Where's the missus? Still in bed? Blimey. Look, he can't speak. He's the mute moose of the Potteries. We like him. Anything else you'd like to add? Stoke through and through. That's the moose, everybody, the Pottermous here at Stoke City. Hi lads, where are you all from?
We're from Denmark,
Yeah, what part?
North Jutland.
Jetland. Oh, okay.
Aalborg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I know it well.
it's
How
a
long
bit-
have you been Stoke City supporters?
Many years.
Maybe 1 hour.
All of you?
No. In the 80s, we was looking a lot of football from England, and we saw the Stoke a lot of times.
Yes.
But to be totally honest, we are nearly 100% Liverpool fan. But we like to see Stoke. We like to see Stoke.
Yes, we
Do you
like to
think
see
you were
Stoke.
mainly influenced maybe in the 90s with the Icelandic connections? Possibly, because a lot of the Scandinavian countries had a Stoke City player in, at least one, maybe two.
So we remember Stoke from the good old days.
Yeah, but it was always somebody's son. So Ricardo's son, Jacobson. Yeah.
Yes.
And are you Stoke City man?
Yeah. He's
You are today.
yes, of course,
He's
of
so
course.
old, he remember Gordon Banks.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all remember Gordon.
But at least, even I'm born in 1970, I remember when we saw Gordon Banks at Wembley to win
in
the.
the Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't fault that. So, you've come over for the weekend on the beers, or
Yeah, we do have a little drink. We are here today.
just for 2 days, or
Yeah, 2 days.
From Friday to Monday.
You go to Liverpool too?
Yeah, tomorrow.
We are staying in Liverpool.
Oh, yeah.
Stay in
We
Liverpool.
took a taxi to Stoke only to watch Stoke.
How much was that? 70 quid?
We used
70 euro?
we used £300 only to drive to this place.
£300.
How much?
£300.
For a taxi?
Yeah.
Only for Stoke.
Only for
I'll
Stoke.
give him a number, I'll run
Yes.
you home.
Okay.
All right.
We only,
And look.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
Well, look, spread the word. This is Stoke Fan TV. Hit the subscribe button. It's on YouTube. Give us a like, thumbs up. On every Friday night gets uploaded, and you guys will be on
and
next
we
week.
hope Stoke will win today.
Let's hope so. And
We
what's
hope
the
so,
prediction?
yes.
By how many goals?
Yeah.
How many goals?
I think it will be 5-3.
We've had
8 goals, 5-3.
years.
Yes. And you have a Danish goalkeeper. He was.
We do.
Yes.
Now,
Yeah.
Did you say Iverson
We are
or
looking for
Did
him.
you say Iverson or Iverson?
Yeah.
Sorensen, you remember Sorensen?
Yeah. Thomas.
Yeah.
Thomas Johnson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It was my son.
We like him. Is it your son? Actually, he looks just like you.
Yeah.
He had the Carlsberg physique. Oh, look, enjoy your time in the UK.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Regular face, regular viewer, Steve. Oxfordshire Steve, how are you, mate?
Yeah, very well indeed, very well.
What are you predicting for today's result?
I'm feeling really good today. 2-0.
2-0.
2-0.
Exactly. See, I've said 2-0. What did you say?
I'll get 2-0 if you ask me as
you
well.
didn't. You said 3-1 in the car. What do you want to happen in the summer, Steve? What do you think we need to do here at the club to turn this
In Schumacher,
catastrophe around?
in Schumacher, I trust. I think the last season, as we all know, the players brought in, some of them simply aren't good enough at this level. I think.
Do you think we're starting to come good? Do you think they realise
I do,
it's not
but
just about the money?
But I'm not one of these that falls into the trap of blame the defence for everything. I think if you look at a league table of goals that we've conceded, you've got the clubs up there. You know, Ipswich have conceded nearly as many goals as us.
Yeah, but they've scored about 90.
And that is what I say. that is what I say the problem is.
9. They've scored about 90.
I
Steve.
think the problem we've got is up front, and I'm not one of these. I don't want to get personal with him. I just don't think Tyrese is the answer. I know a lot of people recently are falling on the he saved us, he's favoured us.
I'm a Tyrese Campbell fan, mainly because I sort of know him.
Sentiment. I love the guy for sentiment.
What you've got to remember is, if you've got a striker and you're playing at home, do you put him on his own up front as a manager?
Difficult,
and then
I know.
Everyone's booing him because he's not scoring goals, but he's up against it. He's got 3 or 4 defenders to come up against.
But no, he's not the sole problem. But I think the nucleus.
No, that's Sol Campbell, you think?
We've got the nucleus of a damn good team, and the lads like me and you know, I see all the away games as well. We've got the nucleus. When we play, we are a very, very good team, and it's very strange. I say this to a lot of people: how we always seem to play better away from home than we do at home.
We certainly have this season.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's the pressure that they feel under the fans here.
Do you think we need a bit of the 12th-man Pulis?
Yeah, without a doubt. But
do you think Schumacher should go on the radio and say, "Come on, everyone down! I want that 12th man. Get behind him like you did."
It shouldn't take Johnny Walters to have to do that to us. We should get behind them, but credit to them. And I think the safe standing is going to make a difference to get obviously all the boys, the singers together. But no, I just think it's positivity. We all can't win the league, and what I think a lot of people have got to remember is, and you're the same age as me, mate. We've always been.
26.
We've had several good seasons, You know, we've lived the dream, and come on, let's get back there, and that's what it's all about. You know, coming. We travel, as you know, Oxford. We just come 2.5 hours in the car, 2.5 hours back. Every game's an away game, but we love it. We love it, and I'm telling you what.
Do you love it?
Yes. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Do you love Stoke City?
Yes.
I had to go to Leeds for a wife. I had to go to
Dirty
Dirty Leeds. But
Leeds,
no,
what are these?
and then I love coming up here. This was my home, mate, and we just moved away with work, but I love it. And I absolutely love it. And this is home, and it always will be. And I envy these lot who would just walk up here within 10 minutes.
You've got the passion, Steve, and that does for us, doesn't it?
2-0 today. Come on,
hit the like button. Give us a subscribe. Give a thumbs up to Steve coming up from Oxford every week and his lovely wife. Stoke Fan TV.
Come on!
Curly from Devon or Dorset? Dorset, is it?
Yeah.
Well, same place. Just began with a D, Curly. Yeah. How was the drive up from the south coast this morning?
Yeah, very good, thanks. Yeah.
How long does it take you, Curly, on a week?
Well, normally about 3.5 hours, 4 hours, something like that.
And you come on your own today? Or?
No, with a load of us.
You have a full car?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. What do you think the score's going to be today?
I say 3-0. Campbell score hat-trick.
Oh, mate, that would be absolutely... Well, that would quieten the haters, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All the Campbell drainers would have to leave the ground early if that happened. So what would you like to see in the summer curls?
Well, a goal scorer, really. Give us better goals.
Are you happy with all the players we've got, or do you think we should offload half, or keep what we've got? Or
well, I'd love to see Campbell stay, but sign a contract. I want him to stay.
He's your favourite player?
Oh yeah.
So would you have voted him for Player of the Season, or do you think?
Well, no, not after he'd been away, been injured. It's not the same.
Do you think Jeannot deserved the award that you got last night?
Yeah. I think he could pick up something. But I think the one who got the player is deserver.
Yeah. Let me ask you the question. What makes you a Stoke City supporter, Curly?
Gordon Banks.
Gordon Banks.
Yeah, I've been...
You weren't tempted to sort of go down to Bournemouth or...
No. I was about 4 or 5 years old, and I seen Gordon Banks playing on the TV, and I said to my parents, who's they? Yeah. And then... They said Gordon Banks.
You could have almost been a Leicester City supporter.
Well, I could do, but I won't.
You'd have seen him a bit earlier. Was it the 72 final and that with Banks and all that sort of stuff?
Well, I was born in 1970.
Yeah. So you wouldn't have seen him.
No. So I was about 2 years old.
It's nice to see you. You've still got red and white wallpaper at home.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's red and white in Curly's house. We might have to do a special edition on the house of the Potter himself. Curly, thanks very much, mate. Have a lovely summer. Thanks, bud. How are you, Monica?
A bit worn out. I mean, it isn't the football that's done it, even though that's sent me driving crazy, because I've missed so many, but because of strikes, I haven't been able to get here. But I've done my best.
Monica probably does a minimum of a 3-hour trek to each game, home and away, don't you,
Monica?
Monica?
I wish it was
when the trains are running.
Only that far. Of course, I live 175 miles, that each way. 2 or 3 buses, if they are running, etc.
Yeah, well, we've had this week in, week out with you lately, haven't we? Because, I mean, for those who don't know Monica, I believe you were the chairperson of the Football Sports Association?
President, last president.
And how many years did you do that for, Monica?
Oh, quite a long time, because this is my... I've been coming here now, this is my 75th season.
Wow.
Right.
You don't look old enough, Monica.
God, I feel it today with this hip.
And do you miss not doing the presidency, or is it hard work?
Well, of course it's hard work, because wherever it is, it's never anywhere near me. I live in Surrey, of course, and even going up to London seems a long way away.
Did you take a lot?
But I don't want any honours for this. No. I do it because I love Stoke City. I love the potteries. We only live down there because that's where my husband's job was. Yeah. Yes, he's a scientist.
Did you take a lot of pride knowing that you're a Stoke City fan and you were president of the association?
Oh well, I was. I just natter to everybody, tell everybody how lucky ours are. They don't realise it. They go to matches and they don't have to pay, and we're the only club, who does that. When I tell that to another ground, the policeman outside, they think I'm joking.
No, the
I said
that's
the ground, absolutely. And nobody, you only hear what's wrong, and admittedly there are a few things wrong, But we care for the supporters, and thank God we're back in the we're in the Championship.
It's like winning a trophy, isn't it? Staying up and not getting relegated. So today, have you got a prediction for the result?
No, well, I've said a draw. I don't know. They're worth more than a draw, so let's hope they win.
In the summer, do you want to see some changes at Stoke?
Well, there will be some changes.
How many do you
Half
think?
the team is on the loan, and they've got to go back.
But will they go back? Oi, Mark.
Good. Relief more than anything coming into this game with nothing other than just injuries to pay for.
That's a fair point. What do you think the score will be today?
I know Bristol have been in a bit of decent form, but we're flying now, aren't we?
So
the Shackles are off, 2-0. 2-0
Stoke, same as me. Do you know, player of the season, would you go along with that? Or
Absolutely.
Or do you have any special...
Listen, it's difficult. I think there's a few could have had it. Berger's done well for a consistent period, but Jeannot, given what he's had to adapt with and the longness of his season, he started very young, didn't he? He's played through, he went away back to career and whatnot. So, and this last 6 weeks especially, I think Jeannot's just really come into his own, and once he gets that final delivery, we're going to have a serious player on our hands.
What would you like to see happen in the summer, Mark?
Quality over quantity. 5 or 6 really good players as opposed to another 12 or 13 squad fillers. We need
position?
I think we need to get the goalkeeper tied up as soon as we can. Build from the goalkeeper. We need a striker. Obviously, that's the big one for me, and a left back.
Do you not think the last couple of games we've sort of performed really well? Down at Southampton, we sort of dominated.
Definitely, yeah.
Against Plymouth, we overpowered and just overworked them.
Yeah.
Do you not think with the players we've got now, we might stand a good chance if they can all work together?
If they can all work together, I think there's still areas that we've got to improve upon. The manager's obviously putting his stamp on things now. He's had a lot of training with the players. He's had a lot of time on the training pitches with them, and you can see the style of football which he wants to bring here. And he probably needs 2 or 3 more in the 11 to actually be able to play it more consistently and probably be fully happy with what he's trying to do there.
Well, we're here outside the Bet 365 with some nuns and also Bristol City fan James, I think it is.
It is, yeah. Good morning.
James,
yeah,
you all right?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm very well. How was the trip up to Stoke today?
Quite nice, actually. Yeah, very comfortable. It's about just under 2.5 hours. So
that's quite good,
no traffic, no stopping. Happy days. Yeah, all good.
Brilliant.
All good.
How's the season been? More importantly for the Bristol City lot.
Bit up and down, I would say. We've been on a good run recently. Been playing some good football. Start of the season and sort of around Christmas time wasn't the greatest, but that's football, isn't it?
It is.
Football's all about ups and downs, isn't it? So a nice end to the season. Hopefully get the 3 points today. And then, not for you obviously, but for us, and get the 3 points today and finish the season strongly and carry on the unbeaten run. So we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. Pretty much for us, really. We won the last 2. If we win today, that's 3 on a bounce.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen at Stoke.
And you're safe now, aren't you? So you can relax today, can't you?
And there is that.
I think both teams today hopefully play their best football.
So you're optimistic for the future?
I am. Do you know what? I'm really optimistic for next season.
Old-fashioned traditional
club.
club.
I mean, we're always optimistic before the start of the season, aren't we?
We're optimistic, pessimistic.
Yeah, and then come September, it's all doom and gloom, isn't it? But again, that's football, isn't it?
So you're optimistic for the future. And today, what do you think the score will be?
If we haven't got optimism, what have we got? That's the question, isn't it? So I'm going to say. I said 3-1 the other day.
To Stoke?
Yeah, obviously, yeah. But no, 3-1 to City, Bristol City. And but as long as it's a good game.
Well, we wish you well with it, James.
Same to you.
I believe you've got a podcast.
I have, yeah. It's called cheers, mate. It's called Sober Sports Talk, and we discuss sobriety. So when you said to me about going for a beer a minute ago, most of the people that come on there are sort of like sober and been sober for a couple of years, which is good. Mental health in men, obviously, that's a.
And what's that called, James?
It's called Sober Sports Talk. The podcast.
Sober Sports Talk.
Sober Sports Talk, yeah. So if anyone wants to check it out, it's on Spotify and Podbean. So if you want to check it out, give it a little listen.
Yeah, nice one, James. That's James, Bristol City fan here at the Bet 365. He's going to be disappointed in maybe a couple of hours' time. Let's hope so. Many thanks, James.
Thank you very much.
How are you, Phil?
Great, thank you very much. Yourself?
Yeah, I'm
good?
really well.
Good.
What's your prediction for the score this afternoon?
I don't know. Stoke are playing well, obviously, at the moment with 2 back-to-back wins, but Bristol City are playing well, and they can pull off some good scores. I'm going for 1-1.
Are you going for 1-1?
I think it'll be 1-1.
I've gone for a 2-0 result.
Oh, well, I hope. Let's hope you're right.
All right, moving on. Jeannot last night was voted Stoke City Player of the Season. Would you agree with that, or is there any players that you thought might have just pipped him to that award?
I think, yeah, he has. He has been shining of recent and that. So I suppose, yes, you go straight straight to him. Yeah, so yeah, I'll agree with that. Really, I say at the end of the day, it's a team effort, and they've got the scores through they're playing as a team.
And what would you like to see in the summer at Stoke? Would you like to see what sort of new signings, in what position, that type of thing?
Well, really, it's an awkward one, really, isn't it? Because we could say name players and all that lot, but really, it's up to Schumacher who he wants to bring in,
How many do you think we need to bring in? Because we've got a new squad.
That's the thing. We brought in over 20 players recently, and you think to yourself, do we need to bring in that many players all the while? You only want certain ones. Obviously, you've got to have in case of injuries and things like that. But no, I think let Schumacher, let him have a go. Let him bring who he wants in. I think he's doing brilliant. I think he had a bit of a shaky start, but then all managers do.
Look,
He's got it.
When you inherit a side, 20 players that you don't know and they're not your players, I think you're going to struggle for a few months, aren't you?
I think he will do well. I honestly think he's a manager of the future. I think he's going to do well. Let's hope he does. Let's hope promotion.
Well,
back to the Premiership.
Hey girls, Stoke City fans?
Yeah.
This is Stoke Fan TV. What do you think the score's going to be today?
2-0.
2-0 Stoke or to Bristol?
Stoke.
And who's your favourite player at Stoke?
Bejono,
really? You know he got player of the season award last night. Did you vote for him?
Yeah.
Yeah? Here I am with Helen, another Bristol City supporter at the Bet365. Predictions for today's score, Helen?
Obviously, we're hoping for a Bristol City win. We reckon 2-1.
You're back tonight after the game?
Yes, back tonight after the game. We're very much looking forward to today, aren't we? And last game of the season, and hoping for a nice win to finish off the season.
Who's your favourite player?
Scott Twine.
Scott Twine.
Ah, he's got a new one now.
Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Is he in goals?
You'll know about him if he scores today, won't you?
Well, I have heard of him. I'm just having a laugh with it. Look, I wish you all the best and all the best
Thank
this
you
summer.
very much.
Nice to have a chat with you.
And you.
Stoke Fan TV. Hit the subscribe button. Give us a like. Every Friday. YouTube.
Thank you very much.
Hey Daz, how's it going?
Hello Alan, how are you?
I'm very well. We're doing some questions on today's game. What do you think the predicted score is going to be?
Well, it's a no pressure game, so I'd say I'm going to go for a nice 4-1 Stoke.
Oh, as many goals. When was the last time we scored 4 goals, Dan?
Oh, now you put me on the spot there,
Can
mate.
you remember? Because I can't.
I know.
How are you keeping, mate?
I'm good, mate. Good, mate. I went to the season card thing last night.
Oh, did you? What was that like?
It was brilliant. Fuller was there.
Was Junho there?
No.
He got the Player of the Season award.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Think he deserved it?
Yeah, I put my vote in for him.
Did
so
you?
yeah.
Do you think he was more worthy than Berger or Tomo?
I think, to be fair, Berger's done really well, but I think he just went off the boil a little bit in the last few games after his injury. But I think Jono, for me, it's how he's adapted to the English game, but also on the flip side of that, how he's adapted to the English culture and learning the language in such a short period of big time. Yeah,
no, I get that.
So,
the question I need to ask you, Mr. Davis, is why have you defected from the South Stand contingent?
It's
and
only
gone in the family stand.
Mate, I was getting fed up of being on by that heron. Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm back next year.
No, we do have a heron that lives in the top of the stand. On my seat particularly, and your old seat every time.
Yeah.
So guys, where have you travelled up from?
Bristol.
Oh, more Bristol City fans. What do you reckon the score's going to be today?
2-1.
2-1 to Stoke?
Not
quite.
2-1, 7 unbeaten. We'll make it 8 going into next season.
Who's going to score for you today, do you think?
I'll give it Scott Twine and Tommy Conway.
I don't know who started. Well, Scott Twine, somebody else
Andy King's last game before retirement, so it was a lovely send-off.
Yeah, are you happy with the season you've had this
Nah, not
year?
really. Been here for 10 years now.
It's been as bad as us, really.
Getting a bit old, innit? Yeah.
So you're Super Mario.
I am Mario. Yeah, he's the main boy, isn't he?
So you're centre forward. You in the nets.
Yeah, I'll be
in
goal.
Luigi.
Big dog at the back.
Waluigi, Mario.
Waluigi. So you're all Super Mario fans, or are you just on the pitch?
We're just on the playoff. You know what we're like.
Hey Dave, I'm Alan. It's Stoke Fan TV. What do you think the score's going to be today? Last game of the season.
Going for 3-1.
3-1 to Bristol or to Stoke?
No, Stoke.
Yeah, and who's going to bag them for us?
Bale get one. McNally and maybe Hoover.
McNally on the head.
Oh, it's got to be on the head.
Are you buzzing that we've stayed up, or do you just think we should have stayed up anyway?
We should have done a lot more this year, but hopefully next season we'll do a lot better.
And do you think Schumacher's appointment's the right appointment for us?
Yeah, we've got to give him time.
Yeah.
A little bit of money.
Were you pleased that we got rid of Neil in the end
Yeah.
and O'Neill before him?
Should have been sooner for Neil.
I agree. I think it should have been September, October time.
Yeah.
I think the writing was on the wall for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Going forward, we obviously need a couple of players. We're going to lose some players at the, in the summer. Who would you like to see, or what positions would you like to see?
I'd keep Iverson in goal. I'm not sure about Hoover, depending on how much he's going to cost, whether you go for him.
Yeah, I don't think he'll make the Premier League side at Wolves.
No, but
if he goes
if you're going to cost you £4 million, are we going to sign him?
I think it'd be a good deal at $4 million.
So it's Junior's there. Are you taking Junior out of the equation if you sign Hoover? I don't know. It might be a lot of money.
They're as good as each other, aren't they?
Yeah.
On the day.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite player at Stoke now?
At the minute, probably Berger.
You like Berger?
I like Berger.
Do you think Jeannot deserved the Player of the Season award?
Yeah, it's in a bad season really, isn't it? So he's the best of not a bad bunch, but the best of.
I know what you mean.
An average season.
Hi, it's me and Sam. We've just arrived back at Sam's after watching Stoke's performance today against Bristol City. Absolutely magnificent. Could have had 7. What do you reckon, Sam?
What a game. Absolutely brilliant performance by the lads.
Oh, we've smacked the bar twice.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily for us, they scored after about, 10 minutes?
Yeah.
It was offside. It was blatantly offside. But I think if that had been given, the game might have been a bit different because the heads may have gone down. But it was offside. Those are the rules. We went on, and they were magnificent, weren't we? We had a simple tap in from Cundall for the first, and I think Tyrese rifled the second one in like an Exocet missile.
Yeah,
I mean,
brilliant.
he hit that from a weird angle, didn't he? That hard.
Brilliant. And straight in the top of the net.
All you saw it was just the back of the net bulge. And then the third was the same with Million.
Other side, though.
On the other side, absolutely magnificent.
And that fourth one by Million, though, first of the second half.
Exactly, and we could have had one. Well, we could have had 2 then. Stoke have smashed them. Great crowd. I mean, I reckon probably 25,000.
It looked full.
It did look pretty full. The corners were full. Everyone was singing. The sun even shone when we came out the ground. What more can you ask? Max, you've missed a corker.
So there you go, Stoke fans. What did you think to those interviews? I thought they were excellent.
Yeah,
I loved it.
brilliant.
Which was your favourite of them? Was it Pottermous?
I think it was pretty good getting Heaney, to be honest.
Well, it's
nice
not
to get him on the show.
Every now and then you run into the British middleweight champion, and we are excited to watch you box at the Bet365. We don't know when it's going to be, but come on, let's get you there, and let's get that match sorted out whenever it is. Are you listening, Mr. Coates? Let's get it sorted. Let's get Heaney on at the Bet365. It'll be a sellout, easy peasy.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, we have come to an end of the show. That's it. Also, a big thanks to Alan May.
Yeah.
The legend who is Alan May, for going along and doing those interviews. He's bloody good, isn't he, on the old record? He's almost as good as that as he is playing the blues harp. Howlin' Wolf, eat your heart out. He's bloody good at that too. Right, that's it from us. End of the show. Sam, anything more to add before we wrap up this evening?
Nothing from me.
That's it from me.
And that's it from him.
See you soon.